In the vast and beautiful tapestry of the natural world, life is a constant unfolding drama. Every sunrise signals the beginning of a new chapter, where ancient laws govern every heartbeat and every breath. Beneath the tranquil surface of forests, plains, and oceans, a silent code is at work, an intricate web of rules that every creature, from the tiniest insect to the mightiest predator, must obey to survive. These rules are not written in stone, nor spoken aloud, but are etched into the instincts of every animal. A flick of an ear, a twitch of a tail, a sudden stillness. Each movement is a response to the invisible laws that shape their world. The most fundamental rule is the need to fight. In the wild, conflict is not a matter of choice, but of survival. Animals engage in epic battles, not out of cruelty, but out of necessity. Each confrontation is a test, a trial by fire that determines who will eat, who will lead, and who will endure. They fight for the food that fuels their bodies, for the territory that shelters them from the elements, and for the right to pass on their legacy to the next generation. A mother bird will risk everything to defend her nest, while a lone wolf will challenge the odds to claim a hunting ground. These conflicts, though often fierce and unforgiving, are the heartbeat of the wild. They maintain the delicate balance between predator and prey, between abundance and scarcity. Every day is a relentless test of strength, skill, and sometimes sheer willpower. A single misstep can mean the difference between life and death. For many, life is a delicate balance. One moment a hunter, the next the hunted. The grass hides both opportunity and danger, and every shadow could conceal a threat. A successful hunt means a feast, a chance for the young to grow strong and the old to endure another day. But failure brings hunger, and hunger brings desperation. A defended territory is a fortress, a sanctuary of resources and safety. To lose it is to be cast into the unknown, where every step is fraught with peril. These high-stakes confrontations are the engines of evolution. Only the strongest, the cleverest, and the most resilient will shape the future, while the rest become lessons written in the memory of the wild. The wild is a world of endless challenges. Rivers must be crossed, mountains scaled, and predators evaded. Every action, every decision carries weight and consequence. These powerful struggles have shaped the bodies and minds of animals over countless generations. Claws sharpened for gripping, teeth honed for tearing, horns and antlers grown for defense and display. From the silent stalk of a tiger to the towering presence of a bear, from the swift dive of an eagle to the nimble leap of a gazelle, each creature is armed with a unique arsenal perfectly suited to its role in the wild. A tiger's silent approach is a masterclass in patience and precision. A grizzly's charge is raw, unstoppable force. An eagle's flight is a symphony of grace and power, each movement a testament to the rules that govern their world. To witness these battles is to glimpse the raw, untamed spirit of the wild. Every clash, every standoff, is a story written in muscle and instinct, in courage and cunning. These are not random acts of violence, but carefully choreographed dances, rituals of dominance, survival and adaptation played out in the grand theatre of nature. Each battle, each alliance, each moment of tension or peace is a thread in the intricate fabric of life. The wild kingdom is a place of endless complexity where every creature has a part to play. From the smallest insect weaving through leaves to the largest mammal thundering across the plains, every being is bound by the same invisible rules, each one vital to the balance of the ecosystem. The outcomes of these struggles ripple outward, shaping the lives of families, rivals, and entire communities. A single victory or defeat can alter the fate of a herd, a pack, or a pride. These are the stories of life at its most intense and its most real, a relentless contest of strength, wit, and resilience, where every moment is a testament to the will to survive. In these moments of conflict, the true spirit of the wild is unleashed, untamed, unyielding, and forever governed by the unseen rules of the wild kingdom. In the wild rivers of North America, The grizzly bear stands as a true titan, a symbol of untamed power. Here every day is a test of strength, cunning, and endurance, a relentless contest where only the most formidable survive. These magnificent creatures can weigh up to an astonishing 1,000 pounds, their immense size fueled by a rich diet of salmon. Each fish is a prize, hard-won in the churning waters, and every meal is a step closer to surviving the coming winter. To prepare for the long, harsh winter, a single bear might eat up to 40 salmon a day, a staggering 100,000 calories. The river becomes a battleground as bears compete for the best fishing spots, each one fighting for the right to feast. This desperate need for food is often the spark for ferocious conflicts. The air crackles with tension as two rivals lock eyes, each unwilling to yield precious territory or a single mouthful of sustenance. For a mother grizzly, the stakes are even higher. She is not just feeding herself, she is fighting for the lives of her cubs, as a shocking 40% of them do not survive to adulthood. Every meal is a lifeline, every confrontation a matter of life and death. Her ferocity is born from a deep protective instinct. She will face down any threat, no matter the odds, driven by the primal urge to ensure her offspring endure. Imagine a mother bear who has just caught a precious salmon, a vital meal for her hungry young. The riverbank is alive with the sounds of splashing water and the cries of her cubs, eager for their share. Suddenly a rival female appears, larger and more aggressive, intent on stealing the hard-won prize. The tension mounts as the intruder advances, her eyes fixed on the salmon, her posture radiating dominance. The mother has no choice but to defend her family's meal. She charges, a blur of fur and muscle, but her opponent is formidable. The clash is explosive, a whirlwind of teeth and claws, each bear fighting with everything it has. The two giants clash, their roars echoing through the valley. Water flies as they rear up, each trying to intimidate the other, neither willing to back down. They are armed with claws as long as a human finger and a bite force strong enough to crush a bowling ball. Each swipe and bite is a calculated risk, a gamble for survival. Their thick fur and incredibly tough skin, especially around the neck, provide some protection, but the danger is immense. Even a single wound can mean infection, weakness, or death in the wild. Despite her courage, the mother bear is overpowered. The larger rival drives her away, claiming the salmon. The victor feasts, while the defeated must search again, her cub's future hanging in the balance. The mother retreats, bruised but not broken, her cubs watching from the riverbank. Hunger gnaws at them, but their mother's determination remains unshaken. This defeat is a harsh lesson in the unforgiving laws of nature. She has lost a meal, but she's protected her cubs from a potentially fatal confrontation. In the wild, survival is often about knowing when to fight and when to retreat. Her priority is their survival, and she will live to fish another day. The river calls her back, its promise of food and danger ever present. She must now work even harder to find enough food for her family before the snows of winter begin to fall, a constant pressure that defines her existence. The cold is merciless, and only the strongest, most resourceful bears will endure. This encounter highlights the tremendous challenges faced by grizzly bears. But they are not alone in their struggles. Across the animal kingdom, similar battles for survival play out every day. In the African savanna, lions clash over territory and prey, their roars shaking the grasslands. In the icy Arctic, polar bears duel for access to seals, their white fur stained by the struggle. In the dense jungles, tigers stalk rivals, each step a silent challenge. A male grizzly might be twice the size of a female, but no creature in the forest is more dangerous than a mother protecting her young. In every corner of the wild, the drive to protect offspring fuels epic confrontations. Every salmon caught, every territory defended is a victory in the ongoing battle for life. The stakes are always high, and the cost of failure is unforgiving. These powerful confrontations ensure that only the most resourceful and resilient animals will raise the next generation. In the animal kingdom, survival is never guaranteed, and every day is a new chapter in the epic saga of life and death. Beneath the relentless sun, the savanna stretches endlessly, golden grass rippling in the wind. Here, a pride of lions weaves a tapestry of power, kinship, and survival. The pride is not merely a group, but a living, breathing society, each member with a role, every interaction a thread in the fabric of their existence. At the heart of this society, lionesses form the core. They are sisters, mothers, aunts, bound by blood and loyalty. Their bond is unbreakable, forged through years of hunting together, raising cubs and defending their territory. The lionesses move as one, their senses attuned to every rustle in the grass, every subtle shift in the wind. They are the pride's hunters, and its first line of defense. The cubs, playful and curious, tumble through the grass under the watchful eyes of their mothers. Each cub is precious, the future of the pride, and the lionesses guard them fiercely. When danger threatens, the lionesses form a living shield encircling the young, their bodies tense and ready to defend at any cost. Overseeing this intricate society is the dominant male, his mane dark and thick, his body marked by the scars of past battles. He is the king, but his rule is always under threat. The pride's stability depends on his strength, yet the balance is delicate. Younger males driven echo across the plains, a challenge and a warning. The lionesses are the first to respond. They gather the cubs, ushering them to the center of the pride. Their eyes never leave the intruders, and their bodies form a barrier of muscle and determination. The air is thick with tension, every lion aware that the balance of power is about to shift. The old king rises, his movements slower than in his youth, but his presence still commands respect. He approaches the brothers, mane bristling, tail lashing. The brothers do not attack immediately. Instead, they fan out, flanking him, their movements perfectly synchronized. They are a team, each reading the other's intent, communicating with subtle glances and body language. The confrontation is a test of will as much as strength. The brothers feint and circle, probing for weakness. The king stands his ground, roaring his defiance, but the brothers' persistence is relentless. They cut off his escape, forcing him to turn and face them both at once. The battle erupts in a blur of muscle and fury. The brothers strike together, their combined weight overwhelming the old king. Claws rake through fur and flesh, jaws snap with bone-crushing force. The king fights back, his own claws and teeth finding their mark, but he is outmatched. The brothers' strategy is flawless. One distracts, the other attacks. Their movements a deadly dance honed by years of practice. The lionesses watch, torn between loyalty to the old king and the instinct to protect their cubs. They do not intervene, knowing that the outcome will determine the pride's future. The cubs huddle close, wide-eyed, as the struggle rages around them. At last, the old king falters. The brothers seize their chance, pinning him to the ground, their jaws closing on his neck. The fight is brutal, but swift. The king's reign ends not with a roar, but with a final shuddering breath. Blood stains the grass, and the savannah falls silent. Defeated, the old king limps away, his body battered, his spirit broken. He leaves behind the pride he once ruled, vanishing into the vastness of the plains. His exile is lonely, but it is the way of the lions. A cycle as old as the savannah itself. The victorious brothers stand tall, their chests heaving, manes tousled by the wind. The pride watches, wary but accepting. The brothers have proven their strength and cunning. They will now protect the pride, father new cubs, and ensure the lineage continues. This takeover, though harsh, is essential. It is nature's way of ensuring that only the strongest, most capable lions lead the pride. The lionesses resume their roles, the cubs emerge from hiding, and life on the savannah continues, changed but enduring. Under new kings, the pride faces the dawn of a new era, their future secured by the laws of strength, strategy, and survival. Deep within the tangled heart of the Indian jungle, where sunlight barely pierces the thick canopy and the air is heavy with the scent of earth and rain, the solitary tiger moves with silent authority. Here in this shadowy world, the tiger is not just a hunter, he is a ruler, his presence shaping the very rhythm of the forest. These magnificent cats are fiercely territorial, their domains marked by invisible boundaries that are respected by all, until they are not. The scars that crisscross their bodies are not just marks of survival, but badges of ownership earned in brutal contests where the price of defeat is exile or worse. A male tiger's territory is his fortress, a carefully patrolled expanse that provides him with food, water, and the promise of future generations. Every tree marked with his scent, every path worn by his heavy paws, is a declaration: this land is mine. But the jungle is a place of constant change. When a rival dares to cross the boundary, the air thickens with tension. Two tigers, eyes blazing, muscles coiled, meet in a silent standoff. The forest itself seems to hold its breath. This is the story of two powerful males, an established elder, known as the Lover, and a younger, hungrier challenger, the Bruiser. Their destinies collide in a battle that will decide the fate of this patch of jungle. The conflict ignites when the Lover, intent on courting a tigress, is interrupted by the bold arrival of the Bruiser. The scent of the female hangs in the air, intensifying the stakes. This is not just a fight for land, but for the right to pass on one's bloodline. Tigers are built for these moments. Weighing up to 450 pounds, with muscles rippling beneath striped fur, they can leap over 30 feet in a single bound. Every part of their body is a weapon, honed by evolution for dominance. Their paws conceal 4-inch-long retractable claws, sharp as daggers. A single swipe can deliver a blow with the force of a sledgehammer, capable of breaking bone and tearing flesh. The two males circle, their growls echoing through the bamboo, a primal warning that reverberates through the undergrowth. The jungle, usually alive with the calls of birds and monkeys, falls eerily silent. Suddenly the silence shatters. The tigers explode into action, a blur of fur and fury. They rear up, trading blows, claws raking, teeth snapping. Each lunge is a gamble, each retreat a calculation. The Lover, seasoned by years of battle, stands his ground. His experience is his shield, his every move measured and precise. But the Bruiser is relentless. Youth and stamina are on his side, and as the minutes drag on, the older tiger's breaths grow heavier, his movements slower. The battle becomes a test of endurance, a grueling contest where only the strongest can prevail. Muscles tremble, fur is matted with sweat and blood, but neither will yield. As the struggle wears on, the Lover's age betrays him. His once mighty frame now moves with the weight of exhaustion, his eyes flickering with the realization that his reign may be ending. The Bruiser senses weakness. With a surge of energy, he lunges, pressing his advantage with ruthless determination. The Lover is forced back step by step as the Bruiser's attacks grow more ferocious. The balance of power shifts with every blow. In a final desperate clash, the Bruiser clamps his jaws around his rival's neck, his 3-inch-long canines sinking deep. The Lover thrashes, but the grip is unbreakable. These teeth, capable of exerting over 1,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, are designed to kill. In the wild, such a bite spells the end for prey or for a rival. The Lover collapses, defeated. His body is battered, his spirit broken. The jungle has a new master. Though spared, the Lover's reign is over. He slinks away, head low, the weight of loss heavy on his shoulders. Forced to abandon his territory and the hope of mating, he disappears into the shadows, a ghost in the land he once ruled. Now he must brave the dangers of the unknown, searching for a new home in a world where every step could bring another deadly encounter. The Bruiser stands tall, victorious. The jungle is his, every tree and stream a testament to his strength. With dominance comes reward. The Bruiser claims the right to mate, ensuring his bloodline will shape the future of this wild kingdom. This savage duel is not unique to tigers. Across the animal kingdom, from lions on the savannah to wolves in the frozen north, territorial clashes are a matter of life and death. In these battles there are no rules, no mercy, only the relentless drive to survive and to rule. In the wild, territory is everything, and only the strongest endure. In the frozen, windswept landscapes of the Arctic, where the sun barely rises above the horizon and the air bites with a relentless chill, a creature that survived the Ice Age continues to thrive, the muskox. The tundra stretches endlessly, blanketed in snow and battered by icy gusts, a world where only the hardiest endure. These shaggy beasts, weighing over 800 pounds, are built for survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Their thick, woolly coats trap precious warmth, and their broad hooves break through crusted snow to reach the lichen beneath. As the short Arctic summer fades and the mating season arrives, the air fills with tension. Males become living battering rams, driven by the primal urge to control a harem of females. Their eyes lock, nostrils flare, and clouds of breath hang in the frigid air. This is the story of a challenge. A young 6-year-old bull, muscles taut and fur bristling, dares to contest the rule of an 8-year-old dominant male. The herd stands silent, the only sound the wind whistling across the tundra. The prize is immense. The older bull's entire harem of 8 cows, the key to reproductive success and the future of his lineage. The females watch, their fate hanging in the balance. The fight erupts in a spectacular and violent display of power. The ground trembles as hooves dig into the snow, sending up sprays of ice. Each bull circles, sizing up his rival, searching for any sign of weakness. The two bulls face each other from a distance of about 65 feet, their bodies tense, heads lowered, eyes narrowed in unwavering focus. They paw the frozen ground, scraping away snow to reveal the hard earth beneath. With a sudden explosive burst, they charge, their massive forms thundering across the tundra. The collision is cataclysmic. Their heads meet with a force equivalent to a car crash at 30 miles per hour. The impact echoes across the landscape, a sharp crack that startles even distant ravens. The sound of the impact cracks through the cold air like a gunshot, reverberating off the icy hills. Snowflakes swirl in the wake of their collision, momentarily suspended in the stillness that follows. This seemingly suicidal act is made possible by their incredible anatomy. Their skulls are reinforced, a marvel of natural engineering. Each bull's head is protected by a 4-inch thick helmet of horn and 3 inches of solid bone, perfectly designed to absorb and dissipate the colossal impact. The horns curve downward and outward, locking together like puzzle pieces at the moment of collision. The force, nearly 1 ton, is shunted down a powerful spinal column built to withstand the shock. Muscles ripple beneath thick fur, bracing for the next assault. But the battle is not decided by a single charge. The bulls circle, snorting and stamping, each waiting for the other to show fatigue or hesitation. After the first impact, they back away, shaking their massive heads to clear the ringing from their skulls. Again they charge, hooves pounding, horns crashing. Again and again the ritual repeats. The contest becomes a relentless test of endurance and resilience. Frost clings to their fur, breath steams in the air, and the snow is churned into a battlefield of hoofprints and blood. With each thunderous clash, one of them begins to weaken. Legs tremble, sides heave, and blood seeps from minor wounds, staining the snow crimson. The older, dominant male has defended his harem for years, his body bearing the scars of countless battles. But the young challenger's stamina is relentless, his spirit unbroken by pain or exhaustion. After 10 earth-shattering charges, the old chief's strength begins to fail. His steps falter, his breath comes in ragged gasps, and his head droops in defeat. Exhausted and battered, the older bull finally accepts defeat. His body aches, his pride wounded, but he has no choice but to yield. He turns and walks away, each step heavy, leaving his harem behind. The herd parts silently, acknowledging the new order. The defeated bull will now join a bachelor herd, a group of exiles who wander the tundra together, their days of dominance behind them. The young bull stands tall, his breath steaming in the cold, triumphant. He has proven his strength and earned the right to lead. He gathers the harem, leading them across the tundra, his victory ensuring the continuation of his bloodline. The females follow, accepting their new protector. These battles are incredibly dangerous. 1 in 10 ends in tragedy, with a fallen bull left behind, claimed by the cold and the ever-watchful predators. Yet it is a brutal but effective method of ensuring that only the strongest and most durable muskox pass on their genes. In the unforgiving Arctic, survival is earned through strength, endurance, and the will to endure the most epic collisions nature can unleash. High above the untouched wilderness of Alaska, the sky transforms into a battleground where only the most skilled survive. Here the air is crisp and thin, and every movement is a calculated risk. The vast expanse below is silent, but above the drama of survival unfolds on powerful wings. The bald eagle, with its piercing eyes and formidable beak, is a master of the skies. When hunger gnaws and prey is scarce, these raptors become even more relentless, their instincts sharpened to a razor's edge. In this realm, aerial dogfights are a test of both strength and cunning. A young eagle, not yet marked by the scars of many battles, finds itself in the crosshairs of seasoned adults. The sky becomes a chessboard, each move a matter of life and death. Youngblood, a 1-year-old eagle, has just executed a daring stoop, folding his wings and plummeting with astonishing speed to snatch a duck from the water's surface. The catch is a triumph, but it is only the beginning. His victory is fleeting. The flash of movement in the sky signals the arrival of rivals, older, more experienced eagles, their eyes locked on the prize, clutched in Youngblood's talons. The adults form a loose formation, fanning out to encircle the youngster. Each eagle calculates its approach, using the wind and sun to their advantage, seeking to blind or outmaneuver their target. Eagles are engineered for aerial dominance. Their broad wings allow them to ride thermals, gaining altitude with minimal effort, while their tails act as rudders, enabling sharp turns and sudden dives. With a wingspan stretching 7 feet, they can bank steeply, roll mid-air, and even hover momentarily to assess their opponent's next move. Their hollow bones and powerful muscles make them both light and strong, perfect for rapid acceleration and abrupt stops. Every muscle fiber is primed for action. In a split second, an eagle can shift from a gentle glide to a full-throttle pursuit, using bursts of speed to close the gap or evade an attack. When the moment calls for it, they tuck their wings and dive, reaching speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. The air whistles past as they descend, talons extended, ready to strike or snatch. The adults close in, executing a classic mobbing maneuver. They feint and lunge, trying to force Youngblood into a mistake, perhaps a dropped meal or a misjudged turn that leaves him vulnerable. But Youngblood is undaunted. He banks sharply, using the updraft to gain altitude, his eyes never leaving his pursuers. Clutching his prize, he climbs higher, forcing the older eagles to expend precious energy in the thinner air. It's a classic defensive tactic. Make the enemy work for every inch. The chase intensifies. Eagles wheel and spiral, each trying to outflank the other. They use the sun as a shield, darting in and out of its glare to mask their movements. Suddenly, one of the adults breaks formation, diving from above with talons outstretched. Youngblood twists mid-air, rolling onto his back to meet the attack head-on, a maneuver that demands perfect timing and nerves of steel. The two eagles collide in a flurry of feathers and fury, each grappling for control. Their talons lock, and for a moment they are suspended, wings beating furiously as they vie for dominance. Locked together, they enter the infamous death spiral, a breathtaking and perilous maneuver. Spinning downward, neither willing to yield, they test each other's resolve and strength. The world blurs as they cartwheel through the sky, gravity pulling them ever closer to the earth. It is a contest of endurance and willpower, where hesitation means defeat. This maneuver is fraught with danger. The eagle that lets go first forfeits the meal, but the one that clings too long risks a fatal crash. As the ground rushes up, both eagles must decide, hold on and risk everything, or release and survive to fight another day. It is a deadly game of chicken, played at dizzying heights where only the boldest prevail. In this critical moment, Youngblood's youthful vigor gives him the edge. his wings beat with fresh energy, his grip unyielding. The older eagle, muscles trembling with fatigue, finally relents, breaking away to avoid disaster. Youngblood's stamina and tenacity have carried the day. The adult peels off, wings flaring as it regains control, conceding the battle to the younger, more determined rival. Victorious, Youngblood breaks free from the spiral, wings slicing through the air as he carries his hard-won meal away from the fray. He lands, talons gripping his prize, surrounded by the wary eyes of his peers. In this moment he is both hunter and champion. In the wild blue above Alaska, Youngblood has proven that in the world of eagles, mastery of the air, courage, and relentless strategy are the keys to survival. The sky, for now, belongs to him. Across the sunburnt plains of Australia, the kangaroo is an icon of the continent, known for its unique way of moving. But these animals are far more than just gentle grazers. They are powerful fighters. Male kangaroos, especially the dominant ones, are incredibly muscular, with some composed of 80% muscle. When a leadership position is challenged, they engage in a ritualized form of combat that looks remarkably like kickboxing. This is the story of the mobster, a dominant male kangaroo who is challenged for his status by his own deputy, a younger and ambitious rival. The fight begins with a show of intimidation. The kangaroos stand tall, puff out their chests, and flex their powerful biceps. When posturing fails to settle the dispute, the physical confrontation begins. They interlock their arms, gripping each other with their sharp claws in a test of upper body strength. This grappling allows them to balance as they prepare their most formidable weapon. Their massive hind legs, balancing on their thick muscular tails as if it were a third leg, they lean back and unleash a series of powerful kicks aimed at their opponent's stomach. These kicks are incredibly dangerous. A single, well-aimed blow has enough force to disembowel an opponent. To protect themselves from such devastating attacks, kangaroos have evolved extra thick skin on their abdomens, which acts as a natural shield. The fight is a grueling contest of strength, balance, and pain tolerance. The mobster and his challenger trade blows, each trying to land a kick that will force the other into submission. The sounds of their powerful kicks and grunts of effort echo across the open landscape, a raw display of animal combat. The mobster, with his superior experience and raw power, eventually gains the upper hand. He manages to overwhelm his deputy, using his strength to slam the challenger to the ground. Pinned and defeated, the deputy signals his surrender with a distinct grunt. The mobster has successfully defended his position as the leader of the mob. The fight is over, and the social order is restored. These intense kickboxing matches are crucial for kangaroo society, ensuring that the strongest and most capable male leads the group, protecting them from danger and securing the best resources. In the animal kingdom, tests of pure power are not limited to kangaroos. Across the globe, various species engage in similar battles to establish dominance and secure their place in the hierarchy. In the African savanna, male lions engage in fierce battles for control of a pride. These confrontations are brutal, with powerful roars and swipes of their massive paws. The victor gains the right to mate and lead the pride, while the defeated often faces exile. In the rugged mountains, bighorn sheep clash in head-to-head battles. Rams charge at each other with incredible force, their curved horns colliding with a resounding crack. These battles test their strength and endurance, with the winner gaining access to the best grazing areas and mating opportunities. Even the mighty elephant engages in tests of power. Male elephants or bulls will face off in pushing matches, using their massive bodies and tusks to assert dominance. These contests can last for hours, with the stronger bull eventually emerging victorious. In the dense jungles, silverback gorillas engage in displays of strength and aggression. They beat their chests, roar, and wrestle to establish dominance within their troop. The alpha male leads and protects the group, ensuring its survival. In the forest, stags lock antlers in a battle for supremacy. These duels are a test of endurance and strength, with the victor gaining the right to mate and pass on his genes. These tests of pure power are a fundamental aspect of animal behavior, ensuring that the strongest and most capable individuals lead and protect their groups. From the sunburnt plains of Australia to the dense jungles and rugged mountains, the animal kingdom is a testament to the raw power and resilience of nature's creatures. In the heart of the African wetlands, a deceptive calm hangs over the water's edge. Beneath the surface, however, ancient instincts simmer, waiting for the moment when peace shatters and the primal laws of nature take hold. Among the giants of these wetlands, the hippopotamus stands as a symbol of raw, unpredictable power. Their immense size and seemingly placid demeanor mask a volatile temperament, one that can erupt with little warning. At the center of every hippopod is a dominant male, the big daddy, who rules his territory and his harem with an iron will. His authority is absolute until it is challenged. When a rival male dares to cross into his domain, the air thickens with tension. The challenger's approach is a silent declaration of war, and the stage is set for a confrontation that will echo through the wetlands. The ensuing battle is a spectacle of violence, a contest where only the strongest will survive. In the animal kingdom, such fights to the death are not rare. They are woven into the very fabric of existence. The conflict begins in the water, the hippo's element of power. Here the rules are simple. Dominance is everything, and mercy is unknown. The two bulls, each a mountain of muscle and bone, face each other in a ritual as old as time. Their mouths gape wide, displaying the weapons that will decide their fate. A hippo's mouth is a terrifying arsenal, capable of inflicting devastating wounds. The gaping maw is both a warning and a promise of violence to come. With jaws that can open to 150 degrees, the hippo reveals tusks as long as daggers, each one a tool of survival, honed by countless generations of conflict. The bulls collide, their massive bodies sending shock waves through the water. They bite, thrash, and push, each seeking to overpower the other with sheer force and unyielding will. The river churns with the violence of their struggle. Each bite, each blow, is a test of endurance and strength, a desperate bid for supremacy. As the battle rages, it spills from the water onto the muddy banks. Here the fight becomes even more brutal, the ground stained with the cost of ambition. On land, agility gives way to raw, unstoppable power. The earth trembles beneath their charge, each collision a thunderous display of dominance. The challenger, driven by youth and a burning need to prove himself, attacks with relentless fury. The reigning bull, seasoned but weary, is forced to defend his legacy with every ounce of strength. Tusks pierce thick hide, gouging deep wounds. Blood stains the water, and mud, a silent testament to the price of power. The hippo's skin, nearly an inch thick, bears the scars of countless battles. It offers protection, but even this armor cannot withstand the fury of a determined rival. The older bull weakens, his wounds deep and bleeding. Each attack from the challenger drains his strength, the tide of battle turning inexorably against him. Exhausted and battered, the once mighty Big Daddy falters. The relentless assault leaves him staggering, his reins slipping away with every step. At last the old bull collapses, his body succumbing to the wounds and the weight of defeat. The challenger stands victorious, the new master of this stretch of river. In a final merciless act, the challenger delivers the killing blows. The struggle ends, but the echoes of battle linger in the air. The fallen bull lies still, his reign ended in blood and violence. In the animal kingdom, such endings are not cruel, they are necessary. The price of survival and the engine of evolution. The victor claims his reward, territory, status, and the right to lead. The defeated is left behind, a reminder of the unforgiving nature of life in the wild. Across the animal kingdom, fights to the death shape the destiny of every species. They ensure that only the strongest, most cunning, and most determined survive to pass on their legacy. In the African wetlands, as in all wild places, life and death are forever entwined, a harsh, beautiful truth written in every battle, every scar, and every victory. When we witness the epic clashes that unfold across the wild, we are not just seeing a display of brute strength or aggression. We are peering into the very heart of nature's wisdom, where every battle tells a story and every struggle reveals a lesson about survival, adaptation, and the delicate balance of life. Consider the grizzly bears locked in a thunderous contest in a rushing river, or the male lions facing off beneath the golden light of the savannah. These confrontations are not acts of cruelty or hatred, but the result of ancient instincts, driven by hunger, the need for territory, and the urge to secure a future for their kind. The predator's pursuit of prey is a lesson in determination and necessity. The lion's chase across the grasslands is not just a hunt, but a test of speed, strategy, and endurance, where every participant, hunter and hunted, is pushed to their limits. The construction and defense of a den, or the careful weaving of a nest, show us the importance of shelter and safety. These acts are not just about survival, but about creating a sanctuary where the next generation can thrive. The fierce devotion of parents to their young, the way a mother shields her offspring or a father stands guard, reveals the deep-rooted drive to nurture and protect, ensuring that life continues even in the harshest conditions. Each fight, whether a clash of antlers or a wrestling match in the dust, is a chapter in the ongoing saga of survival. These moments are not just about victory or defeat, but about resilience, courage, and the will to endure. The defense of territory is a lesson in boundaries and resourcefulness. Animals will go to extraordinary lengths to protect what is theirs, not out of greed, but out of necessity, to ensure that food, water, and shelter remain available for themselves and their kin. These confrontations are the crucible of natural selection, where only the most adaptable, the swiftest, and the strongest prevail. Every encounter is a test, and every outcome shapes the future of the species. Nature constantly challenges its inhabitants, forcing them to adapt, innovate, and grow stronger with each trial. The victors, those who stand tall after the dust settles, are not just the strongest, but often the most cunning, the most persistent, and the most attuned to their environment. The tiger who claims a stretch of jungle, patrolling its boundaries with silent confidence, teaches us about the importance of vigilance and presence. The young muskox, victorious in a clash of horns, leads his group across the tundra, showing that leadership is earned through courage and resolve. The eagle, defending its hard-won meal atop a rocky outcrop, reminds us that every triumph is hard-fought and every reward must be protected. Dominance in the wild is fleeting, and every animal must constantly prove its worth, adapting to new challenges and threats. Those who succeed pass on their strengths, their instincts, and their wisdom to the next generation, shaping the future of their kind. Over countless generations, these lessons are etched into the very fabric of life, driving evolution and molding each species to fit its unique place in the world. Adaptation is the key to survival. From the chameleon blending seamlessly into its surroundings, to the snow hare turning white in winter, nature rewards those who can change and endure. Every unique adaptation, every specialized skill is a testament to the endless creativity of life in the face of adversity. The balance between predator and prey, the harmony of herds grazing side by side, reveals the intricate web that connects all living things. The outcome of a single confrontation can ripple through an entire ecosystem, shifting the balance and altering the fate of many. When a new lion takes control of a pride, the social structure is transformed, alliances are tested, and the future of the group is rewritten. The defense of territory ensures that resources are distributed, preventing overuse and allowing the land to recover and flourish. Predators keep prey populations in check, while migrations ensure that no single area is depleted, maintaining the health and diversity of the land. The result is a landscape teeming with life, where every creature has a role and every action has a consequence. Whether predator or prey, victor or vanquished, each animal is a vital thread in the tapestry of existence. The food web is a chain of countless interactions, where strength, speed, and intelligence are all tested in the ongoing drama of life. The struggles and triumphs of each animal echo across the landscape, connecting forests, rivers, plains, and mountains in a vast, living network. The wild places where these stories unfold are sanctuaries of resilience and beauty, shaped by the relentless push and pull of life's challenges. The fiercest battles often take place not against rivals, but against the elements. Storms, droughts, and the changing seasons test every creature's resolve. Navigating treacherous terrain, braving bitter cold or searing heat, animals show us the meaning of endurance and adaptability. In every moment of adversity, there is a lesson in determination, a reminder that survival belongs to those who never give up. The mother grizzly, battered but undaunted, continues to fish for her cubs, teaching us that perseverance is the heart of survival. The solitary lion, cast out from his pride, must summon every ounce of strength and cunning to carve out a new life on the open plain. Even in defeat, there is dignity. The wounded animal that presses on, the survivor who rests after a hard-fought battle, embodies the spirit of resilience. Every determined gaze, every act of protection is a testament to the value of life and the will to defend it at all costs. In the end, the wild teaches us that life is a constant challenge, but also a celebration of strength, ingenuity, and the unbreakable will to survive. The enduring spirit of the animal kingdom is a story of hope, written in every struggle and every triumph across the endless landscapes of our planet. As we delve deeper into the wild, we uncover one of nature's most fascinating survival strategies, the art of camouflage and ambush. In the intricate dance of predator and prey, these tactics are essential for both hunting and evading capture, showcasing the incredible adaptations developed over millennia. Consider the chameleon, a master of disguise. With skin that changes color to match its surroundings, it becomes nearly invisible to both predators and prey. This remarkable ability is not just for evasion, but also for communication and temperature regulation. In the dense foliage of tropical forests, the chameleon's ever-shifting hues are a testament to the power of adaptation. In the depths of the ocean, octopuses are the undisputed champions of camouflage. With skin that can mimic the texture and color of coral, rocks, and even sand, they vanish from sight in an instant. This ability, combined with their intelligence and agility, makes them formidable hunters. An octopus can lie in wait, perfectly hidden, until an unsuspecting fish swims by, only to be snatched up in a flash. On the savannas, the stealthy leopard relies on its spotted coat to blend into the dappled sunlight filtering through the trees. This natural camouflage allows it to stalk its prey with silent precision. With muscles coiled like springs, the leopard can launch a swift and deadly ambush, securing a meal with minimal effort. In the Arctic tundra, the snowshoe hare changes its coat from brown in summer to white in winter, blending seamlessly with the snowy landscape. This seasonal transformation helps it avoid predators like the lynx, which must rely on keen eyesight to spot the hare against the pristine backdrop. Even in the insect world, camouflage plays a crucial role. The leaf insect, with its body shaped and colored like a leaf, can remain undetected by predators while it feeds on foliage. Similarly, the praying mantis, with its stick-like appearance, can remain motionless, waiting for the perfect moment to strike at passing insects. Ambush tactics are not limited to land. In the watery depths, the anglerfish uses a bioluminescent lure to attract prey. With a light that dangles in front of its mouth, it entices curious fish to come closer, only to be swallowed whole in an instant. This strategy demonstrates the ingenuity of nature's designs, where even the darkest corners of the ocean are arenas for survival. The crocodile, lurking just below the water's surface, is a master of ambush. With only its eyes and nostrils visible, it waits patiently for unsuspecting animals to come to the water's edge. In a sudden burst of power, the crocodile lunges, capturing its prey with a vice-like grip. This ancient predator's success lies in its ability to remain unseen until the very last moment. In the insect world, trapdoor spiders showcase another ingenious ambush tactic. These spiders create burrows with hinged doors made of silk and debris. When prey approaches, the spider bursts out, capturing its meal with lightning speed. This underground ambush strategy highlights the diverse ways in which animals have evolved to hunt effectively. From the dense jungles to the arid deserts, camouflage and ambush are vital strategies for survival. Whether it's the color-changing abilities of a chameleon, the stealthy approach of a leopard, or the deceptive lure of an anglerfish, these tactics are a testament to the endless creativity of nature. In every corner of the natural world, animals have developed unique ways to remain unseen, outwit their prey, and avoid predators. These adaptations are not just about survival, but also about the intricate balance of life, where every creature must continually evolve to thrive in its environment. In observing these remarkable strategies, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and beauty of the natural world. The art of camouflage and ambush is a powerful reminder of the ingenuity and resilience that defines life on Earth. In the wild, survival often depends not just on strength or cunning, but on forging powerful alliances. Across continents and habitats, remarkable partnerships form between animals, demonstrating that cooperation can be just as vital as competition. Consider the African savanna, where zebras and wildebeests travel together during migration. By banding together, these herds increase their chances of spotting predators as more eyes and ears are always on alert. When danger approaches, a stampede of hundreds confuses would-be attackers, giving individuals a better chance to escape. In the depths of the ocean, the clownfish and the sea anemone share a unique bond. The clownfish finds shelter among the anemone's stinging tentacles, which deter predators. In return, the clownfish defends its host from intruders and keeps it clean, creating a safe haven for both. Birds, too, form surprising alliances. The oxpecker, found in Africa, perches atop large mammals like buffalo or rhinoceroses. It feeds on ticks and parasites, providing relief to its host while securing a steady meal. In the process, the oxpecker's calls alert the larger animal to approaching danger, creating a win-win situation. Deep in the rainforest, leaf-cutter ants and certain fungi have evolved an extraordinary partnership. The ants cut leaves and bring them back to their underground colonies, not to eat, but to feed their cultivated fungus. The fungus, in turn, becomes the ant's primary food source, a sophisticated form of agriculture practiced long before humans ever tilled the soil. Even underwater alliances flourish. Cleaner fish, such as wrasses, set up cleaning stations on coral reefs. Larger fish approach and allow the tiny cleaners to nibble away parasites and dead skin. This mutual trust benefits both. The cleaner fish get food, and their clients enjoy improved health. These animal alliances reveal a deeper truth about nature, that cooperation can unlock opportunities unattainable alone. Through teamwork, animals overcome challenges, protect one another, and thrive in environments that demand adaptability and innovation. The power of animal alliances is a testament to the interconnectedness of life, a reminder that in the wild, as in all of nature, unity can be the key to survival. As the sun sets and darkness blankets the wild, a new cast of characters emerges. In the world of nighttime predators and prey, survival depends on extraordinary adaptations and razor-sharp senses. Nocturnal animals have evolved to thrive where others falter, turning night into their greatest ally. Take the silent owl gliding through moonlit forests. Its feathers are specially designed to muffle sound, allowing it to swoop down on unsuspecting rodents without a whisper. With eyes that capture even the faintest glimmer of light, the owl can hunt with uncanny precision, seeing what most creatures cannot. In the African savanna, the lioness becomes a shadowy stalker. Her eyes contain more rods than cones, granting her superior night vision. As the air cools and other animals rest, she uses the cover of darkness to approach her prey, relying on stealth and teamwork to secure a meal. Meanwhile, the tiny tarsier of Southeast Asia leaps through dense jungle branches. Its enormous eyes, each larger than its brain, help it detect insects and small prey in the pitch-black night. Sensitive ears pick up the faintest rustle, turning the tarsier into a master of ambush. Bats, the true acrobats of the night sky, employ echolocation. By emitting high-pitched calls and listening for the echoes, they paint a sonic map of their surroundings. This remarkable adaptation lets them snatch insects mid-flight, even in total darkness. But night is not only a time for hunters. Prey animals too have adapted. The spring hare, for example, relies on powerful hind legs to bound away from danger at the first sign of movement. Its large ears help detect approaching threats, while its nocturnal lifestyle keeps it hidden from daytime predators. From jungles to grasslands, and from deserts to deep forests, the strategies of nocturnal animals showcase nature's endless ingenuity. Each sense honed, each movement calculated, every adaptation a testament to the fierce competition and delicate balance of the nighttime world. In the dark, a silent drama unfolds, where every creature, predator or prey, must master the art of survival under the stars. In the wild, the arrival of new life is both a moment of hope and a test of courage. For animal parents, defending their young is a mission that calls forth fierce devotion and ingenious strategies, because in nature the future depends on the survival of the next generation. Picture a mother elephant forming a protective circle with her herd. When danger approaches, she places her calf at the center, shielded by a wall of towering bodies and flailing trunks. No predator dares to challenge this living fortress. Every member of the herd stands ready, united in purpose, their trumpets echoing through the savannah. On the frozen tundra, an Arctic fox digs deep burrows for her kits. She lines the nest with soft fur, and while the icy wind howls outside, she stands guard at the entrance, always alert for prowling polar bears or hungry wolves. Her world shrinks to a single focus: keep her young safe, no matter the cost. In the rainforest, a poisoned dart frog carries her tadpoles on her back, one by one, to hidden pools high in the trees. Each journey is fraught with danger, but she persists, knowing that these tiny lives depend on her care. Her determination is unwavering, her love silent but immense. When a rival male threatens, she stands between danger and her young, teeth bared, ready to fight with all her strength. Sometimes she must move her litter under the cover of night, carrying each cub gently in her jaws to a new, safer den. Even the smallest creatures show astonishing bravery. The plover, a tiny shorebird, feigns injury to lure predators away from her nest. She limps and flutters, risking her own life to save her chicks, only to fly away at the last moment, her family safe yet again. In every corner of the wild, the bond between parent and offspring is fierce and unbreakable. Through storms and seasons, through hunger and hardship, animal parents fight, sacrifice, and endure, so that the next generation may one day stand strong on its own. In defending the young, nature reveals its most powerful force, the unyielding will to protect life, no matter the odds. In the wild, every battle is shaped not just by tooth and claw, but by the ever-changing forces of weather and environment. When torrential rains flood the savannah, predators and prey are forced to adapt. Lions, usually masters of stealth in tall grass, must now hunt in sodden, open fields where every movement is betrayed by waterlogged earth. Prey animals, too, find new challenges. Zebras and wildebeest gather on shrinking islands of dry land, their numbers offering safety but also attracting hungry eyes. In the frozen Arctic, a sudden blizzard can turn the tide of a hunt. Wolves, skilled at tracking caribou across open snow, lose their advantage as swirling winds erase scent trails and hide their quarry in a white haze. The caribou, driven by instinct, huddle close for warmth, their breath freezing in the air as they brace against the storm. Deep in the rainforest, heavy monsoon rains transform the ground into a slippery battleground. Jaguars, usually silent and sure-footed, must tread carefully as they stalk through tangled undergrowth. Their prey, capybaras and peccaries, use the swollen rivers as escape routes, diving into the churning water where even the fiercest hunter hesitates to follow. On the African plains, a sudden dust storm engulfs a pride of lions and a herd of buffalo. Visibility drops to nothing. In the chaos, both predator and prey are left disoriented, their senses overwhelmed by stinging sand and howling wind. In these moments, the outcome of a battle can hinge on a single gust or a sudden downpour. From arid deserts to lush jungles, weather is the great equalizer, sometimes giving advantage to the hunter, sometimes to the hunted. In every corner of the wild, animals must read the signs of the sky and adapt their strategies, knowing that in nature the environment is always a player in the game of survival.